Big news in the Sister Wives world. Janelle and Meri have just made a dramatic legal move that's rocking the whole Coyote Pass drama. And guess what? The court has officially confirmed something surprising about Kody and Robin's documents. Yes, forged documents and clandestine maneuvers are finally being revealed. Hi everyone, friend. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing wonderful by God's grace. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any spicy updates from the Sister Wives universe. So this is what's happening. Janelle and Meri Brown aren't being quiet anymore. Since disassociating themselves with Kody last season, they've targeted their next and ultimate objective, restoring their share of the Coyote Pass property. Too much has gone undone, and they think that land was cut improperly by no less than their own former husband, Kody Brown. And now, perhaps justice may finally be their way. Reports confirm that both Janelle and Meri have been able to sell their stakes in the property. Yeah, they're getting paid. And here's where things get even more delicious. Earlier this month, new papers surfaced indicating a changed split of the Coyote Pass property. Kody originally owned a piece of each and every property, with Robin as the primary owner. And don't forget, Christine sold her portion to Kody and Robin for only $10. Does that sound sketchy to you? You're not the only one who thinks so. That sale was shocking and prompted Meri and Janelle to sue because they did not intend to construct with Kody any longer. There was no reason to hold on to the land. Then came March 27th, the game changer. A court ruling confirmed that all the wives now have a formal stake in 4 parcels of the land. The result? Kody and Robin now only own 50%, while Janelle and Meri each walked away with 25%. And get this, Meri's share jumped from just 15.5% to a clean 25%. That's a major win. But what does it portend for the future of Sister Wives? The answer may lie in the forthcoming second half of season 19. Gossip is already circulating around social media, and fans are scouring real estate listings for hints at what's to come. And just how much money did Janelle and Meri really come away with? As recent updates have revealed, they got around $35,000 for their parcels each. Although neither has yet publicly verified it on their social media outlet, their followers are toasting this long-delayed win for their property battle. But not everyone is cheering for TLC. Some fans couldn't help but throw a little shade, making jokes that it'll take ages for this dramatic turn of events to make it to the real show. One fan sarcastically posted, "Can't wait to see this in 2029, with a teaser right before every commercial break that spoils the whole scene." Sound familiar? And really, who can blame them? Fans are all too familiar with how frequently Janelle complained about how frustrated she was last season. Repeatedly, she spoke the same words. "I just need to sell this land. It's the last thing holding me to Kody." Well, now that hold is officially severed. Picture the scene. 2 cry bros lamenting the demise of the Sister Wives fantasy, while Janelle and Meri quietly settle their financial security, no longer waiting around for Kody to do the right thing. Now, all done legally, with the sale finalized and a closing attorney verifying everything's in order. The 2 women are finally receiving their due. Nevertheless, some fans are unable to help but be amazed at the specifics. How can 2.4 acres of high desert property with no electricity, no water, no septic system, and nothing around be worth so much? It's a reasonable question. All this trouble, all this theatric, just to divide a small sum. As one commenter said, not a big payout at all. And yet, frustration mounts, particularly given that Kody and Robin, they've seemingly purchased an even more lavish mansion. The irony is nearly too much. But this is where the story gets a little personal. Janelle has now fully adopted a new chapter of her life, spending time in North Carolina with her daughter Maddie and her grandchildren. She's been sharing peeks at her less hectic life, including poignant tributes to her deceased son, Garrison. On what would have been his birthday, she posted a poignant moment, explaining some days she still forgets that he passed. It's real, it's raw, and fans strongly connect. Meanwhile, Meri is thriving in her own right. She's fully leaned into her life as a businesswoman and influencer, but more on that in a second. Meri Brown has also been making headlines, but for very different reasons. Recently, she turned heads at the Global Beauty Awards, stunning fans in a sleek, form-fitting black dress. Confidence? Absolutely. And that glow? Unmistakable. But even in the midst of glamour and glitz, Meri has remained grounded with her fans. She's been globe-trotting a lot with good friends the past few weeks, trying new things. But behind all those smiles on Instagram, she also shared something personal. Her much-loved dog has gotten very sick. It's been an emotional roller coaster, a reminder that even in her happiest time, Meri is fighting life's battles just like the rest of us. Meanwhile, Janelle is embarking on a whole new chapter, one that doesn't involve Kody Brown. She's discovered her peace in a new location she now proudly considers her forever home. No, it's not West Virginia, but somewhere that already claims her heart. On December 19th, she posted an Instagram reel, accompanied by John Denver's classic Take Me Home Country Road. The video featured open, untouched country, trees, dirt roads, and miles of wilderness. It may not seem like much today, but it will. She captioned the video, exuding optimism. She stressed how much she adores the untamed, unvarnished beauty of the land and outlined intentions to leave much acreage undeveloped in order to preserve wildlife. This isn't a relocation, it's a declaration. Janelle is digging in on her own term. As we continue to bury ourselves in Sister Wives gossip, there remains one huge factor at play: Coyote Pass and the serpentine history of how it was split up. Meri used to talk about why everyone's lots at Coyote Pass were all disparate sizes, and Christine, she devised her own solution, a nice $340,000 settlement. But that's merely the tip of the iceberg. Kody's management of the property and finances has formed huge cracks of late. Rewind with me for a minute. The Browns initially bought up the 14-acre Flagstaff, Arizona property back in 2018. The cost? A whopping $820,000. The idea was grandiose. 4 bespoke homes for Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robin, all linked up in a family-focused one design. But as divisions in the relationships grew, that dream fell apart quickly. What started out as a vision for the Brown family has now become a metaphor for severed relationship. The future that they had envisioned on Coyote Pass later dissolved into muddled questions of ownership and talking about selling the land itself, throwing even more stress on already tense relationships. Coyote Pass, located in Flagstaff, Arizona, has been a focal point of Sister Wives since the family departed from Las Vegas during season 13. The Browns, who practice polygamy, moved on to the large estate with visions of creating a blended future. However, by season 19, that vision was lost. One by one, the wives walked away. Meri made a dramatic declaration. She was abandoning Arizona to begin anew in Utah. That choice put a huge monkey wrench in the land's future. Even though Kody is only legally married to a single wife, he still technically owns each portion of the land with all 4 women. It's split into 4 pieces, with joint ownership on each, meaning any sale or split is a complicated mess. And if all that wasn't enough, money woes really stung in season 19. The Browns were given only 75 days to pay off what they owed on the Coyote Pass land. If they didn't, the bank would take the property. For Meri, this was a personal crisis. She only owned half of one of the lot, and if Kody had to sell, she was afraid she'd lose everything. Teens watched as she spoke genuine concerns about leaving with nothing. For Meri, it wasn't just about the cash. It was about being completely cut out after all these years of being a part of the family. But then there was a financial turning point. As the direct report, and as reported by the U.S. Sun in June 2023, Kody and his former wife Janelle did the impossible. They paid off the entire $340,000 debt on the land. With that, a chapter closed. But the emotional fallout? That's still unfolding. Janelle Brown's makeover isn't an emotional one. It's entrepreneurial. In a recent Instagram update, she brightened up the feed with a smile, posting a team photo of her and her crew outside, radiating excitement. And why is she radiating so much joy? A new business endeavor, Tada Farm. I'm more than thrilled to finally be able to share our passion project with you, she wrote. We'd love to have you join us in coming along on this crazy, messy, and gorgeous ride as we build Tada Farms from scratch. No sugarcoating here. Janelle laid it out. This isn't the glamorous side of victory. It's about sweat, dirt, and a whole lot of learning. But to her, each and every step is bringing her closer to something truly significant. We're taking hard work and heart and making it beautiful, and we want you to be along for the ride, she said proudly. Her closing line, a strong slogan, building beauty from the ground up. Prior to embarking on this new journey, Janelle had already been dropping subtle hints about her plans to remain in Flagstaff, Arizona, even after her formal breakup with Kody in December 2022. Why? In a November 2023 Instagram post, she got candid. One of the reasons I like living in Flagstaff is that 3 of my 6 kids are here. She shared how much she treasures spontaneous visits from her sons Gabe and Garrison, and that her youngest, Savannah, still lives with her. It's a reminder of the deep roots Janelle had, not just in the land, but as a mother. Her marriage to Kody, which started in 1993, made her his second wife after Meri. Christine and Robin later joined the plural marriage, but as of today, Kody is legally married to just Robin. But still, Janelle strides ahead down a boulder-strewn road. Losing her son Garrison has created an emptiness in her heart that no land grant or courtroom struggle can ever replace. But her determination is unbreakable, surrounded by her children, rooted in her new business, and motivated by a vision of the future. She's demonstrating something strong. Even after the storm, you can build again. Amidst all these intricate ownership wars, there's one more dramatic twist: Kody and Robin. As per records from the Fidelity National Title Agency, the Coyote Pass property, once weighed down by a significant $140,000 balance in Robin's name, has now been paid off in full. This may suggest a dramatic change in the narrative for Sister Wives Season 19, with the Brown family's dynamic and finances on the verge of another makeover. And just when you thought it couldn't get any hotter, it did. In August 2022, Kody and Robin pulled a surprise by putting the entire Coyote Pass property up for sale at $1.65 million. The timing couldn't be more indicative that even more significant changes are on the horizon for the family. The Christine situation, however, leads us in a totally new direction. Christine Brown, unexpectedly, decided to return her share of the Coyote Pass land to the family. The cost, symbolic $10. Why? Christine wanted to move on with her life and return to Utah so she could stay away from Kody and the other wives. Christine's move was more than a property sale. It was a declaration of independence. She finalized the sale in July 2022, following her announcement of her split from Kody in November 2021. The land was worth $213,420 at the time, and to her, it wasn't about the money. It was about taking back her life and her freedom. Initially, there were rumors that Kody had sold a smaller tract of Coyote Pass to Meri and Janelle for only $10. However, the tale changed, with subsequent reports indicating that the sisters-in-laws indeed got more land than was initially thought. And now, recent records indicate that 4 members of the family share 2 larger parcels of land, each with varying acreage, and more divisions are being created as Coyote Pass's future continues to be written. Sister wives Janelle and Meri Brown have exhibited a strong determination to stake their claim to the Coyote Pass property that is rightfully theirs. Though they've broken up from Kody, they're refusing to budge an inch. Both ladies feel that they were unfairly allotted the property, and now they're suing to claim their due. There are reports that Janelle and Meri have already sold their portions of Coyote Pass for $35,000 each, though they haven't posted about it online yet. The fans are hailing this triumph, although some went online to make a joke that this will take eons to get to be displayed on TLC, maybe by 2029, with a spoiler announcing the news at the very beginning of each commercial break. Numerous fans, especially of Janelle, are elated. She had consistently stated on the show that selling this property was necessary to cut her final financial connection to Kody Brown. With the legal documents signed, both Janelle and Meri have achieved freedom, no longer having to wait for Kody to do the right thing. The end attorney has ensured they will get their share, and now that even if the land was being sold for $35,000, their future is no longer dependent on the decisions of Kody. The irony is, however, not easy to disregard. The 2.4 acres of remote high desert land with no power, water, or septic was assessed at $35,000, even though it was a standalone, uninhabited zone. It's a paltry settlement when one looks at the history of Brown family real estate dealing, particularly as Kody and Robin transition into a yet more opulent mansion. Janelle's new chapter is being written in North Carolina, where she's nearer to her daughter Maddie and grandchildren. She's also posted tearful moments on the internet, remembering her late son Garrison. Meanwhile, Meri is doing well too, living life as a businesswoman and influencer, although she's had her own emotional roller coaster with the sickness of her favorite dog. Janelle's new chapter. But Janelle's story is not so much about letting go, it's about building anew. In a recent post on Instagram, she announced the opening of Tata Farm, a passion venture that embodies her values of diligence and grit. She welcomed followers to accompany her on this wild, messy, and beautiful journey as they start the farm from scratch. It's not always glamorous, she confessed, but each step brings us closer to something wonderful. This is a testament to her strength of will, making sweat, dirt, and learning into something beautiful. Janelle also described why she remained in Flagstaff following her split from Kody in 2022, having 3 of her 6 children close by. Janelle loves unexpected drop-ins by her sons Gabe, Garrison, and Savannah, who remains at home. Such familial bonds offer her stability as she moves ahead, step by step. Coyote Pass and family division. In the meantime, the Coyote Pass saga continues to roll on. The 14-acre Flagstaff property, purchased by the Brown family in 2018 for $820,000, was supposed to be the cornerstone of a communal family homestead for Kody and his 4 wives. But as tensions increased and alliances realigned, the vision of constructing those houses grew more and more implausible. As of 2022, Christine took a dramatic step. She sold her share of the property back to the family for only $10. This was a symbolic act as part of leaving Kody and the rest of the wives behind and going back to Utah. Even though the property was worth $213,420 back then, Christine sold it out of a desire for individual freedom and not to profit financially. As the saga went on, it was reported that Meri and Janelle had larger packages than initially reported, with the new records indicating that all 4 family members currently jointly own 2 of the larger parcels. In August 2022, Kody and Robin put the whole Coyote Pass property on the market for a whopping $1.65 million, indicating that more changes are in store for the Brown family. Conclusion: in spite of the setback, the Browns continue to forge their own way. Whether it's Janelle's new business ventures or the saga of Coyote Pass, it's apparent that change is on the horizon, and the family will need to adjust to a new chapter, both personally and financially. Janelle's healing journey and Tata Farm. In the most recent news, Janelle Brown still continues to document her life as she moves on after her breakup with Kody and losing her son Garrison. In an emotional Instagram post, Janelle mentioned Tata Farm, the business she established with her daughter Madison and son-in-law Caleb Brush. Tata Farms is more than just a business venture for Janelle. It represents her vision of finding peace and serenity in nature, a dream she's been working towards since her decision to retire to a place surrounded by flowers and tranquility. In September 2022, she introduced Tata Farms to her followers, revealing her passion for creating a space that not only reflects her value but also offers healing. While Janelle continues to share memories and photos of her deceased son, it is evident that healing is a long process, but the love of her fans is assisting her in dealing with the loss. Her bond with Garrison, whom she raised and got to see grow up, remains deep. The loss of a child is unimaginable, and the fact that Janelle expressed her sorrow on social media reflects how much she loved him. Grieving and healing. It has become a part of her healing process to share her sorrow, and for Janelle, she does so by writing about Garrison in love and in sorrow, and her followers sense the intensity of her loss. In a recent post, she posted a photo of her son smiling among the trees, a testament to the young man who spent his life rescuing animals and serving his country as a member of the Nevada State Guard. It's a lovely, moving memory that speaks to his spirit and legacy. Janelle's willingness to be honest about her emotions, even when she is suffering so much sorrow, has brought her into contact with a network of kind people who continue to provide support. Silent grief can be so crushing, but by opening up to others about her anguish, Janelle is feeling her emotions in a positive way. Her messages are reassuring reminders that it's all right to mourn and that doing so makes the intolerable pain of loss easier to bear. Her sincere messages touch so many, for she shares both the wonderful and sorrowful aspects of her experience, and her fans value the open vulnerability she presents. That Janelle's strength lies internally is evident, but all the support from the people who care greatly contributes to her capability to keep going forward. Janelle's strength and healing journey. Janelle Brown has spoken about the agonizing agony of losing her son Garrison and how hard it has been for her to recover. As a mother, it's impossible not to be greatly affected by her loss, and it's absolutely understandable why she's still not over it. Honestly, I couldn't help but be as strong as Janelle in such tragic circumstance. For this reason alone, I have immense respect and admiration for her strength. But one thing is certain, Janelle isn't cryptically tweeting about Kody anymore. She's gone past that drama. She and Meri Brown recently battled for an equal share of the Coyote Pass property, and while Kody dawdled on selling, it was apparent that the delay was stopping everyone from gaining closure. The tension was in the air, and you could feel Janelle's frustration. The need for closure is important, and it does not come as a shock that she and Meri felt the pressure of the moment. The change in Kody's attitude. In a dramatic turn of events, Kody's attitude is shifting. He seems to be growing up right before our eyes, particularly when he chose to give Janelle and Meri bigger portions of the Coyote Pass land. This act made me wonder, perhaps Kody is finally recognizing the work of his former wives and their contribution to the family. It was an unexpected but commendable move on his part, a new beginning for Janelle. If the house is sold, Janelle's portion of the profit will provide her with the economic independence to make a new life, one in which she is able to find healing and peace. And let's be honest, Janelle does deserve that level of peace. She has been through so much, and seeing her become stronger by the day is really amazing. A healthier, whole life. Talking of transformation, did you notice how Janelle has changed? She lost 100 pounds prior to her 2025 Life to Talk appearance, and it's not merely external. She's taken up a more comprehensive lifestyle, paying as much attention to tending her soul as her body. Meditation, mindfulness, and good habits are becoming her new set of tools for distancing herself from the hardest problems of life. I know countless individuals who've attempted meditation, and trust me, it's nothing short of magic. It's akin to accessing an ocean full of unconditional energy and consciousness, which helps to erase your thoughts and attain serenity from within. The power of journaling and meditation. Janelle's also been posting that she's keeping up with journaling, and I think that's a big part of what's helped her heal. Journaling what she's thinking and feeling helps her address and let go of some of the trauma she's been holding on to. Calming activities such as meditation and journaling can completely transform someone, and it's wonderful to see how Janelle's figuring out how to make it work for her. Janelle's new prioritization of self-care and moving on. It shouldn't be surprising that Janelle appears to be distancing herself from the ongoing drama in the Brown family. She's no longer tweeting about the past, other than when she pays tribute to her deceased son. That, in itself, is a wonderful indicator of progress. One of the numerous advantages of meditation is that it works as a force shield for your mind, driving out negative self-talk. If you've ever had recurring, non-productive thoughts, then you'll know just how meditation can be a gateway to seeing things in a different way. Freedom from the shackles of negative thinking. It's apparent that Janelle is putting more emphasis on action and self-care nowadays, and it appears as though she's getting ready to start anew. She's going to be relocating from Arizona to North Carolina, where she'll be constructing a new home. Her life is changing, and she's entering into a new phase with strength and determination. Janelle's bold new look, but it's not all about major changes. Janelle has also been expanding socially. She recently wowed at a nighttime function, looking gorgeous in a beautiful black velvet dress with a diamond collar. The difference is clear. She's challenging herself and grasping new opportunity. But most inspiring of all is that, even as she enters this new chapter in her life, she continues to prioritize keeping her emotions in check and her mind strong. In the end, no one appears to have embodied resilience more than Janelle. Despite encountering tremendous obstacles, she's always managed to find a way forward. I think Janelle can now take pleasure in the little things, such as being near nature, eating well, exercising, and enjoying time with her children and friends, such as the ever-positive Kody Brown. Janelle and Kody's indomitable bond. Although Janelle is no longer as tight with Kody and Robin as she used to be, she and Kody will forever have a very strong connection. Their friendship just keeps getting better over the years, and it's one that will remain a source of encouragement for both women. Robin's true feelings about Kody and the Sister Wives dynamic. In a dramatic revelation in Part 3 of Sister Wives, One-on-One, which aired on January 8, Robin Brown revealed her real feelings for her husband Kody. In a vulnerable moment, Robin confessed feeling stuck in the middle of the drama between Kody, Meri, Janelle, and Kody. This honesty paved the way for a greater insight into the intricate dynamics in their plural marriage. If you're a fan of the Sister Wives show, you're aware of how Kody and Robin's relationship has changed in intriguing ways. Robin, who's been the recipient of allegations regarding special treatment in the past, has her own story, one that shows her in a different light regarding her dynamic with Kody and the other wives. Janelle's healing journey and new beginning. It should come as no surprise that Janelle Brown is slowly distancing herself from the drama of the Brown family. Lately, she's been more interested in living up to her deceased son, Garrison, than in dwelling on old feuds, and that, in itself, is an excellent indicator of psychological growth. Meditation is one of the strong advantages, as it serves as a barrier, diverting negative self-criticism. It brings repetitive negative thinking to an end and allows energy to be redirected into healing. It's like a doorway to a new way of thinking, enabling Janelle to concentrate on actions and self-care instead of reflecting on the past. Recently, Janelle's been getting things going in her love life. She's getting ready to move from Arizona to North Carolina, where she'll build a brand new house. And it's not all about moving. She's been venturing out into new things. Most recently, she shone like a star in a black velvet gown with a diamond collar at a night gala. She's certainly expanding her horizon, but hopefully she'll never lose that sturdy, solid center of emotional well-being and mental toughness. It's obvious that Janelle is one of the toughest individuals out there. She's endured the worst and yet continued to keep going. Her story is a testament, finding happiness in little things such as nature, good food, working out, and hanging out with her kids and friends, particularly the indomitable Kody Brown. Janelle and Kody, a bond beyond the drama. Even if Janelle isn't as tight with Kody and Robin anymore, her friendship with Kody Brown remains impenetrable. These two will never turn their backs on each other. Regardless, their relationship proves how deeply the two have rooted for each other over the years. Robin's emotional confession. In a heartbreaking moment during Sister Wives season, Robin Brown shared her true feelings about the struggles she's faced within the family. She revealed that she had often been caught in the middle of her co-wives' issues with Kody, feeling like she was unfairly blamed for the dysfunction. Robin confessed, "I'm tired of being punished and blamed for just communicating." Her tears revealed the emotional toll this has taken on her. Throughout Part 3 of the Sister Wives One-on-One special, Janelle expressed her frustration, stating that Robin had been treated differently when her needs were being met. According to Janelle, if she had been put first, she would have had a home constructed on Coyote Pass, but instead, the family's finances and plans were always compromised. If I had been given priority, we would have paid off the land and I would be in a home, Janelle explained. It was an open recognition of the unequal treatment she had received over the years. Robin's defensiveness, but Robin denied being the source of the problems between Janelle and Kody regarding constructing on their property. She strongly distanced herself from blame, saying, "That's them being stupid. I'm not choosing it. They're making those choices, but somehow I get lumped into it. I'm like, leave me the hell out of it." For years, Robin had been labeled as Kody's favorite, a role that came with its own set of challenges. Yet, despite being caught in the middle, Robin insisted that her role as a mediator shouldn't make her the villain in this family saga. She got emotional, saying, "I'm tired of being punished and blamed because it's not my fault." Kody and Robin's dynamic. In a candid moment that was rare, Robin spoke about her relationship with Kody, which has been shown to be more functional than his relationships with the other wives. She confessed, "I don't let Kody push me around. I speak my truth. I talk to him like he's my best customer." It's apparent that Robin has discovered a means of asserting herself in the relationship, even if it's at the risk of getting attacked by others. Robin's heartfelt confession. In an emotional interview with host Subukanya Krishnan, Robin Brown made it clear that she's no longer going to apologize for her relationship with Kody. "I expect him to treat me the same way," Robin said, asserting her place in the family. The mother of 5, who legally married Kody in 2014, continued, "I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. I'm sick of feeling guilty that I get along with Kody when other individuals don't. That's their problem. They need to work on that." Robin has been the sole wife who has remained in good standing with Kody. She opened up about the heartbreak she is going through as the future of the family has been dramatically altered. "I honestly struggled with it," she admitted, referring to the potential of converting to a monogamous relationship with Kody. "It's playing with my identity. It's not the future I envision. I want that house with us on the porch in the rocking chair, with our grandbabies and our children around us. The grandparent rant. That's what I want. I don't know how to release it." Meri's new life after breaking up with Kody. In the meantime, Meri Brown has been building a new life for herself following her breakup with Kody. Kody's first wife, Meri, had been married to him for more than 30 years, but their marriage was always under strain. Meri never felt she had a good relationship with Kody like the others. Actually, Kody and his fourth wife, Robin, were said to be cruel to her, constantly attempting to crush her spirit. Meri, who had struggled for years with the concept of divorce owing to religious belief, finally found the courage to exit. Once she left, she went on to have a short-term relationship with a man called Andrew, a new beginning for her after enduring decades of emotional suffering. Meri's path to recovery and new beginning. Following a brief relationship, Meri Brown was ready to move on once again. Her recent posting of a photo with Brandon Stone fueled rumors that she and he could be more than friends. Although the couple has yet to make their union public, the rumors have everyone chatting. As she is opening herself up to these new possibilities, Meri is also opening up to a new chapter in her life, indicated by her new drastic haircut. She was just spectacular in her selfie, and fans simply couldn't help but show appreciation for her strength and resilience. Amidst all the changes, Meri is prioritizing self-love and healing. She recently got a dog, Zona, in early 2024 as part of her process of finding a happier, more fulfilling life after divorcing Kody. Meri has grown very close to Zona, her pet, and posted an emotional update about her dog's health issues. "Zona can sleep anywhere she likes," Meri stated, "because we are meant for each other." Though Zona had been sick, Meri reassured fans that her dog's health was improving day by day, which brought her immense relief. "I'm so grateful," she added, sharing her appreciation for the bond they've formed. It's clear that Zona's love has brought Meri a sense of comfort and joy that she truly deserved. Meri's new adventures. In a recent photo post on Instagram, Meri announced that she has an addiction to adventures, small or big. She leaps into new adventures with all her heart. Such random bursts of enthusiasm allow her to feel linked to something beyond herself, she described, giving her an opportunity to live more fully. Her path has not been simple, but Meri has made it very clear that she's dedicated to putting her mental health first and continuing down the road of self-discovery. After years of emotional abandonment, she's finally taking the time to take care of herself and appreciate the little pleasures that life has to give. Meri Brown is living life with open arms, and her journey is one that is truly inspiring. She is at that phase in her life where she agrees to every experience, always up for meeting new individuals and going to new destinations. She just unveiled a fresh new look recently, chopping her hair short and looking stunningly beautiful. With a post accompanied by an inspiring quote, she showed off her new hairstyle, complementing it with a classy black blazer and gold adornment. She glowed with a radiant smile and an aura of confidence and joy. Her fans were quick to congratulate her on the new look. One of them posted, "Wow, Meri, you look the best ever. Happy looks good on you." Another chimed in, "You look fabulous." Many fans wrote that they were so proud to see Meri happy, and some added that ending the plural marriage was the best decision she ever made for herself. It is evident that Meri's life is on the right track after she made the decision to escape her ex-husband and the plural marriage. With Meri on her shine, she inspires us all to be our first priority and live life's adventures.